Peace. It's Bronzebird here with a Brownstone Powwow solo, in which us as men need to have a sit down conversation about this, because I do notice that a lot of what's going on in this world, especially as men, is going backwards. And if we don't correct the things that's going on and talk about it and really bring it to the forefront, our society will continue to go down in drains, and then we'll be so confused and full of chaos we don't know who we are. See, the thing about us as men, we set the markers for a lot of different things. We know exactly what we're supposed to do. We know exactly how our attitudes is. We have a rules and code of conduct when it comes to certain things. Now you'll ask me, what am I talking about? When you say male BBLs, the feminizing effect of vanity, what do you mean? Now, to really understand the conversation as such as grandiose as this, we have to take it back to a lot of the times where the projections of how a male should be was rectified by the body he had. Has to be tall, has to have a six pack, and for the woman, well endowed, and have a certain girth or certain inches on his phallus. A lot of the times what you're seeing in the culture today, especially the Western world, the feminizing of man is not just a man dressing in women's clothing or being a cross-dresser. Nowadays, with your different prototypes such as femboys or, men who don't mind going beyond the gender spectrum or going through the sexual orientation spectrum and still trying to argue the fact of the matter that they still are the same as, in this case, i.e., a biological straight man. See, a lot of tools in the societies is used to go against the man, and a lot of people don't see it. Such as controversial topic of conversation, such as the Dylan Mulvaney case versus Bud Light, even using products that's geared towards men to actually be against men by sitting up there saying the conversation is needed for someone who pronounces themselves as another gender. But that's a conversation for another day. Today's conversation is going to be about male BBLs, and why do I believe it's a feminizing effect of vanity. See, a lot of men are showing the fact of the matter that they are very insecure. And what comes with being insecure is wanting to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars to achieve a look where you feel like you would get most women or get the validation of women. See, the problem in this society is that men, more times than not, have this whole entire thing where they feel like they have to be validated by a woman to feel welcome, to feel like they're in the in crowd. And a lot of these men don't understand that's not the way you roll. It doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter, what your body type is, how short or how tall you are. All of that is just fluff. If it's a man of his own comfort, he would get more respect because he doesn't give a damn about what society thinks about him in general. But we miss the marker a lot of the times. So even with that being said, when you look at things like this, how they achieve this figure, especially someone like Badman Kevo, who's famously known for getting a BBL surgery as a male. The thing about it is, like I said before, it is an insecurity, and they've let it be known, or he has let it be known himself, that he is insecure with his own body, or he must have been teased because he wasn't looked at a certain way and stuff like that. I tell men all the time, you have to validate yourself first. And if you are a believer of the Most High, you have to be in the Most High's image and go along with the Most High. You understand? You have to be your own king of your ship. Can't allow outside opinions to be your way of maneuvering through life. That's where you lose. See, the people that's always trying to fit in the in crowd, they have to project themselves to make it seem like they're better than everybody else when you're not. And think about talking about this BBL surgery and all these different things like that. Too many times you're going to see this play out in society where men start to do things like contour their face or try to do things like achieve a fake six-pack by achieving this through putting different chemicals inside of their bodies so they can make it seem like they have a six-pack. So a lot of times you go to the gym and these dudes don't really work out. They're being just like the women, in which they are allowing themselves to be thirst trap models in a gym, and they don't even work out. And this is nothing new, right? This is nothing new at all, because we've seen it with things like how it was a lot of steroid injections back in the day. A lot of men came out to the woodworks and admitted that they were on steroids and they was taking it and stuff like that afterwards. Muscle relaxers and all these different things. So it's not a new concept. But the way that our society is going, the feminizing effect of vanity is making the man lose himself, where the man is being highlighted on the fakeness of himself, not the realness, not the rawness. And this is something that needs to be addressed, especially dudes that claim they have all these male spaces. This is something that needs to be addressed. Like I said, men of today are becoming weaker by the minute. The BBLs is just one facet of this. There's many other cases of men taking the surgery too far to achieve the likeness and to conjure up their own insecurities. Be proud of how the Most High made you. If not, there's definitely enhancements that you could take without having to go under the knife or actually get all these injections in order to make it seem like you are a handsome or an attractive fella. Give a damn about yourself first. Don't give a damn about what other people think. Otherwise than that, give me your thoughts in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Peace.